Hi. Welcome back to RIBESE'S Musings, where reality meets authenticity. This is a space where we talk about life, talk about it honestly and authentically. Yeah, my name is RIBESE, and I'm the host, and I'm glad to reconnect with you at this space. So we said we are slowly getting back. So no pressure, no no filters, no nothing, just honesty. And yeah, I'm excited to catch up with you again. Well, so I'm so heavily kind of covered because it's very cold where I am, and I'm trying my best to keep warm. Yeah. So in the spirit of slowly getting back, I was just thinking about a topic that I thought would be of interest, not just to me, but to anyone who has found themselves at a space where they need to slow down, or they need to change strategy, or they need to think of how to start from where they left. I was just thinking about this topic of what does it take to build from the ground up? What does it take to build from the ground up? And yeah, because I know we are all at different spaces in life, and I mean, this true that nobody chooses where they are born, nobody chooses which, just like which family they are born to, which country they are born to, or there are things in life that you don't get to choose because God, in His infinite mercy, um, allows you to start where you are, and sometimes you get there are people who maybe are not there are people who have already a foundation laid, but a majority are those who need to build from the ground up. And for me, it's really a thought. I don't have a solution. I don't have uh, a strategy. I'm just trying to ask a question. So, in your opinion, what do you think it takes to build from the ground up? When you have to get the brick, you have to get the mortar, you have to get everything from scratch. What does it take? And I think that's really something that's a space that I have been, and it's something I have thought about, and it's really not easy to build from the ground up, in my opinion, and also in my experience, because I feel like I am among those people who have to build from the ground up. Not like it's not even maybe where you're coming from. Even let's talk about starting a business, talk about uh, um, starting a house, a family. Like, you have to start from scratch. What does it take? Um what does it take to actually establish yourself, when you know that you have to uh, start from down growing up? And I know most people have had to do that. Many have succeeded building from the ground up, but for others, because of discouragement, you find people are not able, or they are just stuck. Um, well, I said I don't have an answer, but what I know is that it takes a lot of courage to build anything from scratch. It takes a lot of determination. It takes determination in the sense that you don't give up. You don't give up even when it looks like it's not responding. You don't give up. You continue. It takes a lot of belief and faith that if God can do it for another person who was starting from the ground up, then He's able to do it for you. It needs a lot of mental fortitude and strength, because there's a lot of discouragement that will tell you, what's the point? I mean, what makes you think you can make it, or you can actually establish something and it works in whatever space that you're in, that you need to build from the ground up. And for me, I felt like because it's a space that I am in, especially building different things in my life, just to encourage anyone who is considering to build something from scratch, to start something from scratch. Don't let your prevailing circumstances talk you out of it. Don't discourage yourself, because sometimes the discouragement starts from within before it goes out. As long as you're sure of what you're building, keep at it. Of course, pace yourself, go with your own pace, accept help if you need help. Don't shy away from casting your vision. There's a verse in the Bible, in the book of Ecclesiastes, that tells us to cast our bread or in many waters before you actually get to what you are establishing. You may have to try a few things here and there, but don't be afraid of casting your bread in many waters, because that is the only way you get to know which one was going to stand, which one was going to crumble, or which one was a foundation stone. Yeah, so building from the ground up needs a lot of determination, self-discipline, but also with the help of God, you are able to actually establish whatever that you need to establish. And there's also that thing that maybe we need to stop comparison. When you're building something that maybe another person has already built, yeah, it's very easy to start comparing and thinking maybe I'm not able to, or another person is able to do it better, or can I get to where they are? Then you start finding yourself, maybe running a race, trying to beat people. No, just stick to your lane, do what you need to do. If you need to stop, you need to take a break, it's okay. Take a break. Don't beat yourself up. But just to encourage you, if you're building anything from the ground up, keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. I'm rooting for you. You're not alone. Sometimes it's easy to think I'm the only one who's trying. And especially if you have to try something maybe in public, or something that maybe may attract some kind of scrutiny. It's easy to build from the ground up when you're doing it in private, but mostly sometimes when you have to do something, for instance starting a business, or just something that has to be of impact one way or another, most of the times you will get that people will have to actually get wind and privy of it. Do not be discouraged. Keep the focus. Keep your eye on the prize, and trust God. But for it to success, you have to be determined that it has to succeed. So just encourage anyone who's building anything from the ground up, don't give up. Until next time, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't, like, comment, and share. Let's continue building a community of transformed people together. Bye.